What is going on, my beautiful people, man? Hope you guys have an amazing day today. I certainly freaking am. Let me know down in the comments below what's one thing that you're currently grateful for today, man. Let's have some fun with this video. In this video, what we're basically going to be talking about is what people do when they are in a state of anger, when they're in a state of attachment. What we do when we're in a state of attachment, when we're in a state of like just holding on to the things of this world and stuff like that, versus going after being able to be truly free from this stuff in God. Now, I'm gonna try to give this to you guys the best possible can, because this is freaking powerful. But firstly, a lot of the times, okay, here's the thing. I've learned this in a book called Letting Go, and it is so powerful for us to be able to see people in this way, realizing what it is coming from when they are angry, when they're throwing stuff at us, when they're just road raging, whatever it might be on a day-to-day basis, and knowing that that's not where we want to be, and knowing how we can get away from that. What he was saying in the book is that when you have that attachment, that negativity, and all that stuff to the world, all of a sudden you start to feel actually self-judgment, which is like you're comparing, you're looking at other people, you're looking at what other people have, it makes you jealous, you're like, they got this and that, and you have attachments to your academic standards, you're intellectualizing stuff, you're like, oh, this is this and this, or you have attachments to how you look, you have attachments to what you're doing out there in the world, how your success is, and you start viewing and judging other people based off of that. But actually, that's only a freaking actual internal judgment, because you're judging yourself. You're not in an actual place of freedom. And what he says, how that the only way that people feel that they can actually escape that is to be able to say, oh, well, that's just how it is. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm just like a truth teller. You're gonna know how you feel around me. You're gonna know how you stand around me, and stuff like that. Or like, oh, I just don't care. I just don't give a damn. Something like that. And I think that it makes them higher up. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. But here's the thing. He says that all that it actually is insensitivity. And insensitivity is not a place of strength. Your ability to just be like, oh, well, I don't care. I'm going to tell you how it is. I'm going to say that I freaking hate that. And what I've realized this too is that there's people at my work. I work as a server at IHOP, and there is so many damn coworkers that talk so negatively about the freaking customers. It's crazy. I don't know why. It's just like the craziest thing to me. I just don't. I mean, that's who we're trying to serve, all right? But you know, that's people's own thing. And what he was saying is that that's the insensitivity. You're acting like you don't care or anything like that, but it's actually a place of not strength. It's a place of weakness, because you don't want to actually care about people. You don't have empathy and compassion because you've never actually been through that stuff to create that empathy and compassion for other people, to actually do that and be like, hey, people are people. People have their own freaking people have their own problems. People have their own difficulties, and we have compassion. We try to gain as much compassion as we can for that, to be able to do that. And it's only a prison that you start locking yourself inside of when you're starting to do that. And that's not going to be freaking great. But what we can do is get to a place of internal freedom. And what he says the internal freedom is releasing the attachments to things, releasing the attachment to the world, releasing the attachment to need success, to need money. And once you start releasing that, you stop judging so many other people, because you're not actually going after that yourself. You start seeing people as internally connected, internally, that is actually, we're all doing our own thing. We're all uniquely one of one. We're all on our own path, and you start being able to have compassion and love for people, even though I don't want to say the worst of people, but the hardest to love of people. Like even myself, I had a customer at IHOP, man. And here's a great example. I had a customer at IHOP, and I'm like going out there, and I'm trying to get into my happy, joyous mood. And I turn the corner, and I'm telling them, I'm like, hello, sir, my name's Jacob. I'm gonna be helping you out today. Can I get you started with some drinks? And I say that before I even turn the corner. And when I turn the corner, it's actually a woman, and she's like a bigger body woman. She's pissed off. I can tell she's pissed. She's a quote unquote typical, the best way to describe her would be the Karens that you see on movies. And she's like pissed. She's telling me, okay, like I want my eggs this and this. If they come out wrong, I will send them back. I want this and this. Also, with my butter, better not be freaking cold. I want it warm. All this stuff. And I'm already dealing with all this other stuff, man. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to get this as best I possibly can and pray that it comes out right, because they're gonna be pissed at me if I have to send it back. But that experience with this woman, of course, it was like, you know, I could be like, oh, this woman is such a freaking whatever, she's this and that and this and that. But that wouldn't be a place of strength for me. That would actually just be insensitivity and actually weakness for me. And of course, sometimes you're gonna have little thoughts here and there about that stuff, but it's like, the true strength that we can get to is being able to be like, hey, this woman, I don't know what she's been dealing with. Maybe she's having a bad day. Maybe she's just kind of feeling a little bit lonely. Maybe she just like really needs her eggs like this. I don't know, man. But like, I know that she's as much of a godly creation as me, and I'm having as much love as I can for her, as much joy as I can. That's true. Oh, I'm gonna freaking, my voice is going out. But that's truly trying to have genuine compassion and love and empathy and sensitivity to people, and that is actually a place of strength, like, just like Jesus did. So that's what we're trying to get to, man. And I just want to give this for you guys. If you have anybody in your life that acts like that is just kind of negative and stuff like that, and I hope that you don't let them get you down, and you allow yourself to know that you are building strength, that you're building true strength. And you know, once you start being able to get towards that true strength, you're actually going to be able to see those people as, you're going to feel a bit of compassion for them and feel sorry for them, because you know, they're living in their own man-made hell, and it's sad, but we're trying to get them out of it, and we're trying to emulate as much light as we possibly can. Love you guys very much, man. Hope you guys have an amazing one. Talk to you on the next video. Peace.